Hello everyone. So today I'm going to go over a couple of stocks that I believe are very good to trade or at least to watch. And before I do that, I hope that everyone is having a good time and made made some money in the stock market like I did. I actually have been having great months. As you can see, this is a monthly chart and I've been beating these indices, the major indices like the S&P 500. Here you can see I'm like my P&L is 90% versus 15%. So I hope that everyone is doing great. Anyway, let's start with the first stock. So that's BOSC. BOSC. Go to the daily chart. And here's that stock. And you can see I drew this resistance line based on that and these points here. And what happened is that, or the reason why I drew this line like that, is that you can see here that the price went up, reached that point and went down, then it came up again, reached that point and went down, and then came here even, came up. It went past that point, but it closed here. So that's why I believe that this is a resistance, and I can see that it was broken today. Not just broken, there's also like volume in there. So the volume for today is 700,000 versus a 240 average volume. So that means like about 3 times. This volume for today is about 3 times the average volume. Plus the price closed at the high of the day, which means that there is a momentum and the stock was able to maintain its momentum since it closed at the high of the day. So that's a very good sign that the price can go up. And you can see here the float is about 4 million. So that's a very low float, and that's a sign that the stock can really go up high, like very high in a very short period of time. Like I wouldn't be surprised if it reaches 300-400% tomorrow. It can happen. Also the sign, the symbol for this stock is BOSC. It's called BOSC Better Online, I guess. And the price now is at $3.99 per share. And I think we went over that. There are no news on Webull for today. But maybe there is something on Google. As you can see, it broke the resistance and there is volume. So there might be something out there, or I believe some people knew about something that is going to happen, and that's why there is volume and the price went up like that. And it went up like 13%, so that's quite a bit. There is nothing here actually, no dividends, no options. Here's some information about the company. So it's pretty much a penny stock. As you can see, the price is $4, so that's not a long-term investment. It's pretty much a short-term investment if you want to get there. And maybe the people are started to buy this stock because of the earnings, which is going to be on the 30th of March. So maybe they're expecting it to go up. And for these stocks, sometimes they go up before the earnings, and then they go down after the earnings, or even go up. But I mean, like, they may start going up before the earnings. So it's a potential that's why there was volume and price going up today. Let's go over in the next stock on the list, which is MDCA. Here's that stock. So I drew this resistance based on that point here, that point here, that point here, where the price never closed above this point or this line in these instances. However, yesterday, or actually not yesterday, last Friday, it did close above this point, but I did not see this stock until today. And today it actually, like, it's still closed above this point and went up quite a bit. And even in the aftermarket hours, it went 2% up. And there is volume. As you can see, the volume is 300,000 versus the average volume of 182. And the float is 70 million, which is, it's not very high. It's still a small cap company. I would say it's a penny stock. As you can see, it's below $5. So it may still go up. Theoretically, I will not expect it to go up like 300-400%, but honestly it can happen, and for sure it can happen. If it doesn't happen in one day, it can happen over a couple of days or a couple of weeks. I have seen that. So that's the stock. Its symbol is MDCA. It's called MDC Partners, and its price now is at 3.89. Okay, I just don't understand why the price. There's something that I don't quite understand, but I guess the price is at 3.84 or 3.89. That's the price. It's just in the aftermarket hours it's saying that the price is 3.49, which is less than this price, and the percentage is 2% up above this price. So it's weird that this price is lower than that price. That's what I don't understand, but I think its price is around 3.89. That's accurate. That's something weird here. Let's go to the next stock. Or actually, before we do that, so there's probably news. Let's see if we can figure that out from the topic. I don't know. You can look that up on Google. As you know, I don't want to go over news because I don't care that much about news for these penny stocks, and I care more about the chart. And for the sake of the time of this video, I don't want to go over the news in depth. Here is the earnings per share. It's estimated to be here, but it's not gonna report earnings soon, so we don't care about that. Based on one analyst, it's a hold, but I don't know how reliable these analysts are or when they give their opinion, so I wouldn't value that too much. As you can see, there is no dividends because the last dividend was paid in 2016, so not now. There are options to trade if you like options. And here's some information about the company. It's in the United States. Media and publishing or advertising industry sector. And here's some more information about this company in depth. And that's it. Let's go to the last one on the list. Here is that one. So, as you can see, I already watched this stock before and drew my resistance line, and it actually did break it in mid-January, and you can see that it went up really high, and I actually had a position in this stock like around here. I bought it around here and sold it. I'm not sure, but I sold it around here. Pretty sure about that, like here. And you can see based on the resistance and support, I bought it, and I actually was right. It went up in a short period of time, like in a month, or from the 15th to the 2nd. So that's like I bought it for like 15 days. So it was a very good stock. And the reason why I wanted to talk about it today is that there is quite a huge movement in the aftermarket hours, and that's backed up by the volume. You can see that there's quite a bit of volume. Here it's 200, about 300,000 shares traded, or even, well, that's even more than 300. Probably like 400,000 shares traded in the aftermarket hours. So there is a movement, and that's backed by volume, and you can see the price went up. It's now up like 61 or 62%. And this price can really go high, can really go high, because look at the float, it's 2 million. That's very low. And the average volume is 1.44 million. So that's the average volume, and the float is 1.96 million. So you know that really this stock can really go up high. And the reason is that when the average volume is 1.44, think about it, like that's the average volume. So if there are news or there's something going on in this stock, then this average volume will increase like maybe 3-4 times. And if the average volume increases like 3-4 times, it will be like 5-6 million. And if the average volume is 5-6 million, like the volume, like if the investors trade like 6 million on a day and there's only 2 million shares available to be traded, the price can really skyrocket, because the demand will be much more than the support. You can see here. So it can really skyrocket. And you can see that even my theory is right, because it happened before. Here it went 300%, and here over a couple of weeks, or I mean a couple of days, it went 200% up. And here it went like 460% up. So it has happened before, and it can happen again. So it's a stock to watch and maybe consider buying. Its symbol is NTN, and it's called NTN Buzztime. And yeah, there's probably news about it. Announces the approval of the merger. Okay, yeah, that stock. That seems like new news that is not spread out yet. So maybe it might. So I'm assuming tomorrow it's gonna really go up high. So if you can buy early, it might be a good option, because the news is recent. Here's the EBS. I don't care that much. Based on one analyst, it's a hold. Options brief. Here's some information about the company. It's in California, United States. The media and publishing sector. Here's some information about it. That's it. I hope that you guys enjoyed the video, and please subscribe if you find value in the channel. I go over the stocks that are good to watch or to trade. I go over like the terminology of the stock market and how to buy and when to buy. I also go make videos about how to make money. If you like that, you can subscribe to the channel. Also, if you want to get free stocks, you can sign up to Webull using the link in the description below. So I hope that all of this is helpful for you and you like it. And that's it. I hope that you like my video, and I wish you the best of the luck.